Hi guys, oh my gosh, it has been a minute in so many ways. I feel like there's a resurgence of like everyone coming back on YouTube, but I think it's just like it shows how much life evolves and changes, and we go through so many journeys. And honestly, like I've been wanting to come back, but with YouTube I always have this battle, like this conflict. I feel like on here, like I've been on here for like 10 years and I just have 39,000 subscribers. I know. um but when you compare it to like my Instagram that has like 100K, and my TikTok that I started like 2 years ago that's already so close to 300,000 followers, it just kind of like shows you. So for me, I've always struggled with feeling like I wasn't good enough on this platform. Like I either needed to be super loud, super flashy, super all up in your face, and that's the only way I will get people to love me and like me. And so honestly, like when I expanded on Instagram and I found a community that just loved me for, who I am, and then I expanded on TikTok and they loved me even more as I am. And it was just so much easier to be there. And it's not that you guys don't love me, I know you guys do, but when you're giving so much of your time and your effort and you're not really reaping the benefits, you just want to put it where you can reap those benefits. You want to put your energy into those spaces. So for me, I post here and there on here because I truly love YouTube, and it's been my first love of social media, well, after Tumblr. But it's been my first love, and so I've never wanted to let it go, and I fight so hard for it. And even now I've gotten a space where I'm like, you're doing this for you, and with everything that I've gone through like this past few years, personal growth, personal journeys of self-development, I'm like, yeah, let's just get back on here. And for me, what I really want to share is my journey right now. So for me, I am on this acting journey. If you don't know, well, now you know. I'm on this acting journey, and I want to be able to share the journey, like, seeing the doubts, the fear, the joy, the excitement. I want to see all of that. I want to have this like capsule collection of that journey. I know when I moved here in 2017, that's 6 years ago, crazy, right? When I moved here 6 years ago, I went through so much in that first year. I moved here with 300 bucks from the GoFundMe I started while I was in Nigeria, 2 suitcases, and I didn't have a job, I didn't have a place. And so when I finally got a job, it was months after I moved here. When I finally got a place, it was literally like the week I got the job, I got the place. And so I was sleeping on the floor on my yoga mat for months because I didn't have money for furniture, and I didn't want to just go straight into furniture. I was like, let me just save up a bit and then I can buy furniture as I, grow my money, all of that. And I remember that journey of like, I was crying so much. Like I was crying almost every day for like a long time, but like I had to be here. Like it was what I felt like I needed to be happy, to change my life. And so it was the risk that I was willing to take. It was the risk that I didn't want to give up on. So I did my best, did everything that I could to be here. I did everything to find a job. And honestly, it was like the Bible verses that took me through, the little signs, like sometimes I was walking in Manhattan and someone just like, Whitney, oh my gosh. And I'm just like, whoa, like, who the fuck knows me here? Like, and you guys would pour so much love into me, and that was from my community on here on YouTube, on Instagram. And you guys have shown me so much love throughout the years, and I can never say thank you enough. This has always been like a safe space for me. And so yeah, I've successfully achieved so much in my life here in New York in the 6 years. and now I'm switching into acting, which has been a long time dream of mine. But I always thought it was impossible because I grew up in Nigeria, and Hollywood just seemed so far. And now I'm in New York. Hollywood doesn't seem that far. I feel like I can reach it. I feel like God has brought me this far to make that pivot. He's giving me all the resources that I need. He has basically put me in a position to achieve that dream. And so I'm so inspired because when I look back at my old videos, like in 2013, when I cut my hair, I was so timid and shy, on camera. And like, it warms my heart so much to see that version of Whitney and to see how far I've come. And so with that, I'm like, I want to capture as much of my acting journey as I can, because I know I'm gonna win that Oscar. I'm gonna be in Hollywood. I know it. I feel it deeply, and the fact that the emotions I feel now in this journey feel so similar to the emotions that I had when I first moved here. It shows me like I have to trust that this journey is going to be as spectacular, even more spectacular, as these past 6 years here in New York City. And so I'm betting on myself, I'm risking it all. And I know right now I feel excited, but like literally yesterday, or was it yesterday or the day before, I woke up like crying because I was so overwhelmed. Like, what am I doing? This is such a risk. Like, my life is good right now. Like, I'm happy, and I just had to like open up my Bible and just like read Psalms 31. And that was one of the Psalms that I would read, when I first moved here, and I needed like hope. I needed to trust beyond myself. And so I read it, and honestly, like the wave of peace that just like went through my body, like the line that says, "Be strong, be courageous, all you that hope in the Lord." Like, be strong. It's like, in terms of pressure, withstanding that pressure. Be courageous, like doing something even if you're frightened. All you that hope in the Lord, all you that trust in the Lord. And honestly, like, I keep saying, like, hard work is great, but it's really the Lord Jesus. Like, and for me, I'm constantly learning how, as someone that is single and, I'm all by myself here, the weight is always on my shoulders. And so sometimes I can forget, like, I can shift that weight. And so when I read a Bible verse that reminds me that I can shift that weight, or have a conversation with God and I'm reminded that I can shift that weight, the way I feel so calm, it's like, God is good. Like, so for me, I want to be able to pick up my camera and show those raw emotions. I don't know if I'll show myself crying, but like, that's a bit extra. But there's something pure when you see those moments, and you can look back at it and you're like, oh shit, these are the moments that make us human. These are the moments that kind of matter, like the good and the bad. Like, that opposition is so important in life. But anyways, I don't want to like ramble into so many thoughts. So yeah, I'm in a space right now where I'm gonna get back on my vlogging game. I'm gonna get back on being on YouTube. I think I have gotten to a space where I'm more confident about who I am, what I like, the way I like things. And I'm in a space where it's like, everyone doesn't have to like me. I just have to like myself. I just have to like the work that I do. And I have to trust that the work that I do is always aligning me to the versions of myself that I will be proud of today, tomorrow, yesterday, forever. And so yeah, I feel like if I'm able to share this journey, it's gonna inspire people. And sorry, there's so much right now. I had my aura read. Oh shit.
like your smile in the morning, following the linings on your cheeks. Cause baby, in your absence life is boring, so I'll never leave.
What is this hair? Thank you. Vlogging because I'm vlogging because I want to share more of my life, but I think like the journey that I'm on and how much I've grown so much in New York, and so I'm like, let me pick up my vlog camera and get back on this vlogging life. I think I want to look back at it and see the journey, because I'm on this journey to become an actor and to win like my Oscar, my Grammys, you know, all of those awards. And I think it's gonna be nice, you know, it's gonna be so memorable when I look back a few years from now and I can see the growth. Like a few months ago, I looked back at my college vlogs, like my college videos when I just started YouTube, and like the confidence, you know, the personality, everything has grown so much, and it was so heartwarming. And so now that I'm on this journey, it's 2023, I want to look back, I want my future self to look back at this moment and be like, wow, thank you, Whitney, for pushing forward, for putting yourself out there, and for succeeding at your dreams. This blessed moment, I decided to vlog. Yumi is drinking water. I don't know if you can hear her in the background. So today I had class, and honestly, that shit, I'm in my feelings. First of all, I got my script, I practiced it, and there's so many layers to practicing my lines and making sure I mastered it well enough. Hi Yumi, stop it. And so I'm learning that, especially through the feedback, especially with how classes go. But anyways, I'm in class today. I feel confident that I know my lines. I trust myself that I know my lines. A package comes, I go to the door to pick it up. Yumi wants to run out, so I kind of like move the door so she doesn't have much space to run out of my apartment. This is me being in class online, on Zoom, and the door goes over my toe. I grab my package, grab Yumi back inside, and with how it went over, I just knew I had injured myself, and I have a big cut and it's like gushing blood. So I, you know, treat it, and I'm in class, like I have a cut, I'm treating it, but like my toe is in pain, it's like it's throbbing, you know, like that boom, boom, boom feeling. And so, oof, let me see if my Uber is here actually. I don't know why I'm in the dark, but I'm in the dark. And my lights are there because I was like over here. But yeah, I am, let's see if this, yeah. So I am on my Zoom, toe is throbbing, it's almost my turn comes, and honestly, like I was nervous because it's my first time in this class with everyone is new, even the instructor is new, so I'm just like nervous. I do my performance and he gives his feedback, and you know, in my head I'm like, oh, that's like, it's just clicking how I could have done better with my performance. But anyways, the nerves are also coming at me, and I'm doing my best to control it, but also my toe is hurting, so there's just so much going through my body right now, and I'm just making like silly mistakes. Like at some point I forgot a line because like so much was going on. I was trying to connect with my scene partner. at the end of it, he gives his feedback like, just like practice your lines more. And that was sort of my feedback, and I was kind of annoyed because like I know my lines, but it just happened to be this way, I guess. And with everything going through my body, I just burst out like crying because it was just so overwhelming. First of all, I feel embarrassed, like I wasn't prepared. I feel like I failed. My mind is racing with negative thoughts about myself, like you failed, you're a failure. Like you're not gonna do it. Like, why are you doing this? And it's so uncomfortable. But it's like you have to push through the uncomfortable to get to the comfortable. Like the uncomfortable is like I literally want to like peel my skin off and like melt into the ground. Uncomfortable. Whew. My makeup. I have somewhere to go. I shouldn't be crying. Anyways, oh my goodness, I shouldn't be crying. But I just feel so uncomfortable. I feel like it's just a week or the couple of weeks I've been having, so I'm in a funk. So it's just like, one of those moments where it catches you, right? Like you feel like you're sad, or you feel like you're a bit off, and you're spending your time kind of like helping yourself feel better, and then this one moment is kind of the one that takes you off the ledge, and you're just like, sad or whatever. Whew. I did not plan to cry, but I'm like, I did not plan to cry, but it's like that's like the journey. It's like, these moments when you look back and you're like, oh, remember when remember when you were always so nervous in class and you couldn't really like say your lines. Now look at you, even though you're nervous, you can still like push through and stuff like that. So I want to have these moments where I look back and I can be like, you see, you've grown, you did so well. Because when I do look back at my old YouTube videos, it reminds me that I am moving forward, and it might not feel like it, but like when you look back at the memories, the journey will show you like you are at the top and you started from the bottom, so keep going up. So yeah, that is my Wednesday. I am feeling so like down, but I'm also just excited because it was a fun class. Like, once my emotions like simmer down and I feel better, it was actually a fun class, and I learned so much about my journey and what I need to be better at my work, at my craft. So it's like, it's okay, it's part of the journey, but I also want to give space for myself to like react and be sad and cry and be angry and be upset and feel like I didn't do well, and then come back to it. It's like, we did our best, we did what we could. Keep moving forward, keep practicing, keep learning, keep being open to feedback. And I think like with me, I'm not upset about feedback. It's just like if I'm in a low place mentally or something is off, then feedback usually gets to me, because then it's like I take it personally, because my self-critique takes it and uses it against me. So in this moment when he said that, when my instructor gave me my feedback, it was kind of, I took it personally because my self-critic took it personally to use it against me. But then it's like his feedback was just practice more. Okay, I've heard that. It's not that deep, But anyways, my Uber is here. I'm gonna head out.
Oh my gosh, are you okay?
Oh, it's okay. Oh my god.
Oh my god, are you okay?
Wait, okay, hold on.
We're gonna say, if you need to elevate your feet, just let us know. Don't want you leaving here with a broken.
It's okay. Thank you.
Did it get that?
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Incredible. Nice. Thank you. Now, when you have this arc above your head, that stands for a goal, an aspiration, or what you hold above yourself. And you have yellow, which is all about having fun, being easygoing, open-minded. It's like carpe diem, right? Now you also have tan, and tan is to-do lists, calendars, deadlines, productivity, results, control, reliability, right? Dependability is really important for this coloration. So what I'm seeing is that you have both. So this is the push and pull, the juggling of these priorities, the push and pull between work versus play, spending versus savings, holding on versus letting go. Now you also have all this purple right here, and purple historically has been connected to the third eye. So it's how you see things with your mind. But this is visionary, right? So it's about inspiration. I talk a lot about energetic currency as a way to explain how we exchange energy, but also how we feel paid energetically, and which is what fulfillment and validation is, right? And so for purples to feel paid, for purples to feel fulfillment, it's to be able to share a vision, to inspire others, but also to feel inspired yourself. And that's what fulfillment is for purples. Now, it doesn't stop there. You also have these other colors, right? You have this really interesting orange, tan, blue. Now, again, tan is to-do list, calendars, deadlines. When you have orange, orange is about flexibility. Orange is about being able to take risks. Orange is about being able to work with many different personality types and be able to be adaptable to your environment and to the people that you work with. So collaborative, diplomatic, those qualities. Now, when you have orange and tan together in the same category, that can also be like juggling priorities. That can be the push and pull between risk versus security. That could be adventure versus security, right? Now, your outgoing color. This is the area that shows up for how you put your energy forward, kind of on a more social level. Blue and green. Blue is about nurturing qualities. So the energetic currency for blue is having a sense of belonging. So it's really important for you to feel that human connection, and to trust, to feel like you can trust and relate to the people in your life. Now you also have green, and green is connected to future concepts. So where is this going? What direction am I taking? And also, how do I get a return on my investment, right? So greens don't like feeling taken advantage of. They don't like feeling like they're wasting their time. So they choose what they get engaged into, like, conservatively. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Where you can kind of, you could say that's not worth my time, or like even that friendship isn't worth my time. Like, especially because there's blue mixed in with that green, it's for you to have friendships that really aren't frivolous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Awesome. Oh, is that all?
Well, I could go on.
Yeah.
Do you have any other questions? Is there anything that didn't feel like it was accurate?
Yeah, they were accurate. Yeah,
Okay.
it was pretty accurate.
Because what's interesting is when you have a lot of green and a lot of green and a lot of purple, both green and purple spend a lot of their energy on outward, forward concepts. So feeling grounded and feeling present sometimes might need a little bit more focus. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Where you can just like put so much energy in, like, oh, I want to do this. Oh, how do I get to this? How do I do this? Where you're not necessarily like feeling present.
Yeah. Oh wow, that was really good. Yeah, I relate to all of that. Yeah.
this journey to be inspiring to other people, which is so interesting because today I got my aura read, and she had so much to say about, you know, what all these color meant, and it was so incredible because everything she said was so true. Like, one thing she said was like, you know, for me, I like sharing, or at least I want my journey or whatever I do to be inspiring to others. And when she said that, I was just like, whoa, because for me, that is why I'm returning back. I'm returning to YouTube. I'm returning back to the vlogs, and I really want to share my journey because, like, for me, the many layers of being inspired and, you know, wanting this life is seeing the people that have achieved so much for themselves in their own way. And, you know, it was like me being in Nigeria, like 11 years old, on E-News, going through like the red carpet moment and seeing how these people had this passion, this drive, and they made their life come through, and seeing them on the red carpet getting their Oscar, their Grammys. That inspired me to want to be an actor. But along the line, or along the way, I thought it was impossible. And so now that I'm here, so much is possible, and I want my journey to always be inspiring to other people, for people to see me and to see how far I've come, to see how true and real God is in my life, in our lives. Like, for me, that is something that I would really love to give to the world in different ways. And so, yeah, I think, like, I want to get over myself. I want to get over the need for perfection, for control, and really dig deep and dive head straight into freedom. Freedom to being all the different versions of myself. Freedom to enjoy my life. Freedom to be who I choose to be in this very moment. And for me, it's definitely such a battle because I love perfection. I love the idea of perfection and control. But that is such a limitation in my life right now. It might have served me growing up, being in college, needing to get A's or needing to get a certain grade to graduate. Like, it might have served me then, but now, like, in the real world, with how far and wide things are, it just no longer serves me in the same way. And I need to stop getting in my own way, so that this story can truly unfold and just be a testament to what dreaming big, working hard, and, you know, betting on yourself can truly become. And yeah, I don't mean to like blab through all of this. It's just I'm going through so much discovery, enlightenment, so much vision, and I think I've gotten to a point where I realize how I'm so different and balanced, you know. Someone that needs to do so many things. I have so many clashing personalities, but it's that balance that creates this, you know, incredible being that I am. And my aura says that as well. So, you know, in hearing that, I think it was just truly divine. It was just truly incredible. And yeah. I feel so much right now, and I hope you'll be on this journey with me, no matter how boring. Because I think one thing that was always on my mind, someone would always be like, Whitney, you talk too much in my vlogs. And it's like, it's a journey. Like, am I not meant to talk? And now I've gotten to a point where it's like, yeah, I like to talk. And a lot of my content that is doing well on Instagram and TikTok is me talking. So, you know, there are so many parts of us that people might not like, or they might give feedback or commentary, but it doesn't serve us, because if that is who we are, that is who we need to be. You know, like, there is no sugarcoating, there is no shaping to make myself likable. Like, I like to talk. I live my life the way I like it, and I'm just gonna stop overthinking that I'm not this way or that way enough. I'm not good enough to be successful in this space, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. You know, what's meant for me is meant for me. The journey that I'm on is bigger than me, and the dream that I have is so huge that in a few years, you know, having 39,000 followers will not mean anything, you know, because I would have achieved so much more than that. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, I'm in New York, still living my life, still doing influencer stuff, but now I have the added layer of acting school. It's been a lot. It's a lot of juggling, a lot of balancing. I'm working on my new collection. I'm working on, what else am I working on? Yeah, I have fashion, my fashion line, my new collection, acting school, being an influencer, and honestly just being a creative, a thinker, being Whitney Madueke to the fullest. And I hope you're here on this journey with me, and let's see how it goes. I am editing this vlog right now, and I keep laughing at me falling for so many reasons, guys. Let me put on this light because it's a bit dark in here. Oh no, I don't like it. Wait, let me change the temperature. Yeah, now I like it. One, I had a really bad week last week, so I kept everything was so overwhelming, and to be in this week and to have fallen in public, like literally in public, like people were watching me as I was walking because we were taking pictures and I looked good and da 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 da, and I fell, and I didn't fall and think anything negatively. I just felt thinking, whoa, what happened? Am I okay? And that was it. And even when I got up, I just had to laugh about it. Like when they were trying to help me stand up, I was literally like, I don't even want to stand up right now because, like, you know, when you fall, the impact, I was just like, can I just sit here for a minute? And that was funny. And, you know, I stood up and I was laughing. I even asked the photographer, let me see, because he was capturing the video. And I fell, and I laughed at that. Like, I laughed at myself falling. And I don't want to make everything deep, but, like, I'm a deep person, so everything has to be deep. But to have gone from like last week where even just like the littlest thing made me cry, and like this one I fell in front of people and I didn't cry, like that is so huge. And for me, it's just like one of the things where you have to realize the power of your mind and your mental state. Like it affects everything. And it was just really hilarious. Like it was just so funny. I felt embarrassed for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds, but after that, after laughing at myself, I honestly felt like Naomi Campbell when she fell. After laughing, I just felt really like good, you know. And I just keep watching that video. Even me putting it in a vlog is like huge, because for me perfectionism is so important, like that control, and that's something that I struggle with in general, but in acting I have to like let go of. So with perfectionism, with wanting that control, everything has to be good, everything has to be perfect. I'm not embracing, you know, things that suddenly happen, things that suddenly change, because it wasn't what I planned, right? So I'm on this journey, and for me it's so important to embrace things and to let go of wanting things to go a certain way, for it to be perfectly perfect, because there is no perfect. But things are good enough, things are okay, things are great, right? Yeah, so yeah, I've been laughing at that so much. I think I'm gonna keep coming to that video of me falling, because it's just honestly the perfect thing that describes everything that I've been going through this past few weeks, especially with acting. Where really, if you fall, just like dust yourself off, laugh if you need to, and just keep on moving, right? So yeah, I'm gonna end this vlog on this note. I hope this was enjoyable. I'm honestly in my head as I'm editing this vlog, like, this is boring, this isn't good enough, why am I but I'm just like, Whitney, let go, let go, let go, let go, and just live. That is so important to me right now. I fell in public. I hardly ever fall, so that was just ridiculous in itself. I can't even remember the last time I've fallen down, like literally. So that was like a whole new experience for me. I was like, whoa, this is what it feels like. But yeah, let go and enjoy life, like laugh. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Bye. See you guys in the next vlog.